Hey, Matt from Rosetta here with another update on the Utopioid process. We have finished primary tracking as we mentioned last week, and I actually wanted to talk a little bit about one of the biggest questions that we get from fans, which is how we write songs and what our collaborative process looks like. That's been highlighted for us this time around because Utopioid is probably the most concept-driven record that we've ever made as a band. And I would even say it's more concept-driven than the Galilean Satellites. It's a song cycle of sorts, but it was composed at the scale of the album rather than at the scale of individual songs. And we really had very, very little music written before we sat down and hashed out what we wanted the concept to look like. We've always had a collaborative writing process. Around Determinism, we started moving towards a more structured writing process, and that necessitated changing the workflow. When we added Eric to the band, I think it pushed it even further because having another member meant that we had to be communicating better with each other about here's what I imagine this song sounding like, here's how I imagine this part that I came up with fitting into that whole. Then taking that and moving it from what's this song going to sound like to what's this whole album going to sound like, what's the story, how can we tell that story through sounds and textures rather than through just words or just a series of discrete chapters, meant that we had to kind of step back and look at all of it. This time around we were brainstorming, and our best friend in that process is actually a flip chart. We started writing on flip charts and posting them up all around the practice space. So one of the coolest things is, as we've refined these songs, being able to see the flows for all of the different songs all around, posted up all around the room, and being able to see how they connect with each other was really the only way to be able to write at the album scale, to do a collection of songs that were sort of intertwined with each other, not just linear, but they're all kind of in dialogue with each other all the time. That was really important to us. Even the title of the album itself is a mashup of two words, and we wanted there to be this kind of weird hybridizing thing happening through the whole album. We wanted shreds of rhythm and shreds of melody to appear and reappear throughout the course of the album and be able to tell a narrative that's assisted by words, but it's not primarily being told through words. We're pretty excited for both longtime fans and for new listeners to hear the results of that process. So as we spoke about before, Utopioid will be out September 1st as a Pay What You Wish download on Bandcamp, and physical formats will be following later. We are excited to be working with a couple of different labels again on this process, but the main release is a self-release. We remain an independent band, and we're very, very excited for all of you to hear the fruits of this labor. So thank you.